All right, so real quick, first off, I would like to apologize for my voice. I was at Camp Durant last week as senior patrol leader, and as the boys know, I did a lot of yelling. I didn't completely lose it this year, but it was pretty close. And for those of you who are wondering, I actually did write a speech for once. This isn't just going to be me rambling. So, hello everybody. First, I would like to thank everyone for coming out today. I am incredibly honored that you all decided to come out and support me in receiving the highest honor that can be bestowed upon me by Scouting. Additionally, it would be remiss of me not to thank my Scoutmasters for all their support and guidance. Could you guys please give them a round of applause? As my former math teacher, Mr. Gonzalez, knows, I'm pretty bad at math, but it was impossible for me to calculate the amount of time these gentlemen give to our troop. And we are blessed to have as many knowledgeable adult leaders as we do. And without their example, our troop would truly be unable to function. Specifically, I would like to thank Mr. Tom Archer, our ex-Scoutmaster, for his role in my scouting career. And Mr. Dave Runkle for helping me plan this Eagle Court and sitting on my Eagle board. Secondly, I have to thank my parents. My father is the one who initially formed my interest in Scouts, telling me stories about his experiences of sleeping in dingy old surplus tents in the woods back in the 1800s, and being there for me during my wet, cold camping experiences, and finally at the end encouraging me to get off my duff or other explicatives and finish my project workbook. My mother was there as well, behind the scenes, helping me clean my very dirty clothes and gear after campouts, and making sure I balanced my scouting life with my academic career. And she was actually instrumental in helping me find a site willing to allow me to build a fire pit. Without their support, I surely wouldn't be standing here before you today. Could we give them a round of applause? Thirdly, I have to thank my brothers in scouting, from Tyler, Jacob, and Weechie, who were with me from the start, to boys above me like Brantley, Todd, Abe, and Abhishek, who's in the back. With me, motivating me, being the followers or leaders I needed, and occasionally suffering through the cold and wet with me. Shoot out to Jacob on that diving trip in 55-degree water. That was pretty cold. We all suffered through more cold, wet campouts than I care to recount, and learned the uses of Neosporin, superglue, and not to trust Jacob Twaddell with fire. Some of my fondest memories were formed in Troop 747 on campouts with my friends. When I entered the troop, I had no idea that I had joined a brotherhood that would involve me outside my troop. Additionally, my younger brother recently joined the troop, and I'm very excited to see his future career going into my last 2 years of scouting. Could we please have a round of applause for all the boys in Troop 747? I also must thank all of the volunteers that helped me complete my project, but I must thank one person specifically. Would Mr. John Allen please come forward to the stage? Mr. Allen is one of the many assistant scoutmasters with Troop 747 and is definitely my favorite redneck, but he has also been involved in my life much longer than my Boy Scout career. Years ago, when I was a much smaller Indian boy, he taught me how to light a fire with flint and steel, creating the pyromaniac you now see before you. In retrospect, it makes sense that he would become the one that guided me through the actual process of working with the concrete and bricks necessary to complete my project. He was with me on the site almost every work session and gave countless hours from his busy schedule to help me prep the site late into the evening on Friday nights to allow me to conduct the following work on the following day. For these reasons, I'm going to give Mr. Allen my mentorship pin for my Eagle Award, which I hope he will wear with pride. Can you please give him a round of applause? So a long time ago, I learned a good speech is like a good amputation, in the sense that you want it to go as fast as possible. But I have one more thing to say before I step down. Looking back on my scouting career, though Eagle is the only tangible award, it is not nearly important in the grand scheme of things as the journey I have taken with my friends. The skills I learned in leadership, fieldcraft, and first aid will set me apart from other boys my age. For this, I will be eternally thankful to the scouting program, and I'm honored to be distinguished by what is scouting's highest honor. However, as many adults have mentioned before, my journey is far from over, and moving on to the next trail in my life, scouting's values and lessons will guide me. As was also said earlier, I am a marked man, and I hope I can live up to the expectations, obligations, and responsibilities that this creates. Thank you for sharing in this moment with me.